Hello everybody, it's your pal Jonah here, and today we're going to be talking about something that is very close to my heart, and that is anime. Now those of you who know me IRL know that exactly 1 year ago, I watched my very first ever anime, Attack on Titan. And since then, I have been completely and inescapably obsessed with the kawaii world of funky hair and crazy costumes that is anime. However, now that I'm more open about my obsessive weebness, I've noticed that there's a lot of hate out there for anime, and a lot of it is completely unfounded and frankly ridiculous. Because of this, I've decided to make a video debunking some of the more popular anime myths out there. So grab your waifu days and try not to be a baka. All joking aside, if you're one of those people who judges anime for one of the following reasons, I really want you to try and watch this video with an open mind. Anime really is amazing, and I would hate for you to miss out on it because of a closed-minded mindset and false preconceptions. With that said, let's jump right to it. This is Animebusters. Myth number 1. Anime is stupid. This is the one I hear the most often. Whenever I ask someone who doesn't watch anime why they don't, almost 100% of the time, they'll say in a condescending, judgmental tone, because it's stupid. Well, that is a stupid excuse, pardon the pun, and it really gets my blood boiling, because the people who say this have never actually watched an entire anime in their lifetime. If they've watched any anime at all, they're judging an entire art form, based purely on false preconceptions, bias, and a tiny amount of experience. Look, I'm sorry if you thought Naruto and his sexy jitsu was weird, but you can't judge an entire art form based on 0.00001% of the art form's offerings. Saying anime is stupid based on this amount of experience with it is like saying music is stupid because you've listened to one Justin Bieber song. Or saying movies are stupid because you saw 10 minutes of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Anime isn't like some genre that you can just generalize and judge, such as, I don't really like sci-fi TV. It's a whole separate entertainment medium with thousands of shows belonging to every genre and subgenre you can possibly think of. The other thing that really upsets me about the people who say this is that if you can convince them to try out an anime, they're so close-minded from these false misconceptions that they'll go into the anime with this negative mindset and refuse to give it an honest shot. The key is to watch an anime with an open mind. Get rid of these false misconceptions, and I guarantee that there is at least one anime out there that you will enjoy. Anime myth number 2. Anime is just for kids. This is another myth that I hear a lot, and there are two specific things that really get me upset about this particular misconception. First off, is the people who say this are almost always the same people who are always saying, "Have you seen Finding Dory yet? Oh, it really took me back to my childhood. Did you hear they're making an Incredibles 2? I can't wait, it's gonna be so great!" Oh, Inside Out, that movie made me cry like 3 times. It was an emotional train wreck. So, you're excited and get emotional about cartoons that are geared specifically towards kids, yet you'll dismiss an entire art form that is animation geared generally towards adults purely based on the fact that it's a cartoon. Sure, that makes total sense. If it's a cartoon geared for kids, well then adults should go see it and get really excited. But if it's a cartoon geared for adults, no, that's just for kids. You shouldn't be watching that stuff. Speaking of cartoons, just because something's animated doesn't automatically make it for kids. Just ask Trey Parker and Matt Stone, creators of the popular cartoon South Park, which, for a matter of fact, also broke a world record for most F-words in a TV show. Or you can ask the creators of The Simpsons, or Futurama, or Family Guy, or Bob's Burgers, or even SpongeBob for that matter. I mean, have you seen that show?
Look, doubloons! Don't drop them. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it, SpongeBob.
Patrick, that's not a ride. Who wants to lick my cheeks? I see I have some takers.
Yes, that's totally for kids. We should let all our kids watch this. And only kids should watch this. No adults should ever watch this under any circumstances. Because if you do, then you're just a child stuck in a man's body. That makes sense. So next time you're thinking of dismissing anime as just for kids, picture this in your mind. Or this. Or maybe this.
Great! Die 100 times! Die, 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 die! We'll dance again if you dare insult Euripia again.
Or maybe this. And this is definitely for kids. Anime myth number 3. Nobody watches that stuff. Really. Nobody watches it. That is the biggest load of bull. Sorry, I kind of lost it there a little bit. Please forgive me, I get a little worked up when I talk about Japanese cartoons. As I was saying, the myth that nobody watches anime is simply that, a myth. In Japan, anime is everywhere. There are whole shopping malls, museums, and restaurants dedicated solely to the theme of anime. Commercials, billboards, public service announcements, all of those are drawn in the anime style. There are over 430 individual studios in Japan dedicated purely to making anime. And in 2013, the anime industry made $1.9 billion in Japan alone. And that's not even counting America and Europe and other parts of Asia where anime is also really popular. To give you a little hint of what that number is outside of Japan, the popular anime streaming service Crunchyroll, hashtag not sponsored, hashtag wish I was sponsored though, because that would mean my YouTube channel's really getting off the ground. But you know, live and learn, you know, you can't do it all. That's a really long hashtag, I should probably shorten that. There we go, I'm sure everybody will know what this acronym means. Anyway, Crunchyroll has over 400,000 paid subscribers worldwide. And that's not even counting the amount of people who watch it for free, like I do, and like everybody I know does, because we're young and cheap, and we don't have money to spend on whatever we want to, unfortunately. Otherwise, my room would be stocked full of anime Blu-rays, let me tell you that. And if that's not enough people for you, well then, how about we list some famous people who watch anime? Since we're on YouTube, we might as well start here. YouTubers The Amazing Phil and Dan Is Not On Fire are both huge otakus, and reference anime in some way in almost all of their videos, be it set pieces in the background or direct references. Pewdiepie, the most popular YouTuber in the world, is a self-declared anime fan, and even owns an Attack on Titan mousepad, which he featured in a video he made with the aforementioned Dan Is Not On Fire and Amazing Phil. Markiplier loves anime, and YouTuber MatPat of the Film and Game Theorists is actually sponsored by Crunchyroll, which he stated he uses regularly, and even has 2 theories based on the animes Attack on Titan and Fullmetal Alchemist. Even the Game Grumps like anime! If you're not big into YouTubers, which I totally get it if you are, even though it does kinda hurt me on the inside. How about some more traditional celebrities who like anime? Mike Shinoda of the band Linkin Park is a huge anime fan, as is the rest of the band. Their music video for Somewhere I Belong features figurines from the anime super series Mobile Suit Gundam, and one of their album covers is even a robot from the same series. The song Catalyst was even written for a Gundam spin-off video game. Samuel L. Jackson, that's right, Director Fury of S.H.I.E.L.D., enjoys all kinds of anime. Zac Efron is a huge fan of the anime Death Note. Yes, Troy Bolton loves Light as much as we do. That's pretty cool. He even looks kind of like Light from Death Note. That's a little spooky. You know, come to think of it, I would actually be okay if they made a live-action Death Note with Zac Efron playing Light. Hollywood, are you listening? You need to make this happen, please. Pretty please? For me? For Troy? How about for Gabriella? No? Okay. Hollywood director Quentin Tarantino loves anime, the favorite of which is Blood. Which is kind of ironic if you think about the content of a lot of his movies. The one and only Keanu Reeves, pun intended, is a huge fan of Cowboy Bebop, and was even working on a sadly cancelled adaptation of the show with him as Spike. I would so watch that. Kanye West is a huge anime fan, and even played anime in the background when he debuted his album Graduation. Sure, it was hentai, but honestly, what do you expect from Kanye West? And for all of you Marvel fans out there, Tobey Maguire, yes, the Tobey Maguire, as in Spider-Man, is a huge, underlined, huge anime fan. Not a fan of Marvel? Don't worry, because Christian Bale, that's right, freaking Batman, loves anime. If that's not enough to convince you that anime is amazing, then you're honestly hopeless. I don't know what I could possibly do to convince you how great it is. And the list of celebrities who like anime goes on and on and on, and includes names such as Robin Williams, Daniel Radcliffe, Hulk Hogan, Leonardo DiCaprio, Will Smith, Robert Pattinson, and Hayley Williams from the band Paramore. And if you want more, honestly, you just have to image search famous people who like anime, and you'll receive thousands of hits. And you notice something else about all these people aside from the fact that they're wickedly famous? They're all adults. I didn't list one kid on that list who likes anime. Just saying. Anime myth number 4, it's just not for me. This is probably the lamest excuse out of all of them. There are so many anime out there, odds are there's at least one that you'll enjoy. You just have to look for it. Don't feel like looking? Well, lucky for you, I created a list and some real life comparisons. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead, odds are you'll probably enjoy Tokyo Ghoul or High School of the Dead. Enjoy the show Firefly? Then you'll definitely love Cowboy Bebop. Enjoy dystopian stories about teenagers defeating the evil government? Then Code Geass is for you. Fair warning though, it will completely destroy your emotions and you will be left emotionally devastated and depressed for like weeks. Just saying. Enjoy romantic comedies? Then go watch Ouran High School Host Club or Maid-sama. A fan of the Percy Jackson books? Then you'll likely enjoy Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Hey, don't judge me, I don't make the names for these things. Are you an avid gamer like I am? Then try out Log Horizon, No Game No Life, or Sword Art Online. Side note, if we're being honest here, Sword Art Online is kind of trash, but for whatever reason, it's really popular. So I'm gonna add it on this list, and you can yell at me in the comments, all you true otakus out there. But for now, I'm gonna keep it there because, like I said, it's popular. And at least it's not as bad as this. A fan of time travel? Give ReZero a shot, or Steins Gate. Is Harry Potter more your speed? Then you'll likely enjoy Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, which, believe it or not, has the same amount of stars on IMDb as Game of Thrones. Fun little anime factoid there for you. You want something horrifying and harrowing that will make you cringe and cry at the same time? You have to watch Attack on Titan. It is amazing. And like I said, it was the first anime that I ever watched, and it made me completely fall in love with the art form. So there's no reason that it won't make you fall in love as well. There's a reason it's the most popular anime out there. It is honestly really good. Everything from the art style to the story to the music is so expertly crafted. It's just go watch it for yourself. It's really good. It's on Netflix. I mean, everybody has Netflix. Want a show that will make you laugh and cry uncontrollably and at the same time? Then Angel Beats is a show you'll like. Like dark paranormal fantasies, Hellsing and D. Gray Man are definitely for you. Do you like moral ambiguity and teen angst? Then why don't you give Death Note a shot? And like I said, it's Troy Bolton's favorite anime, so that's always a plus. Do you love to swim? Like coming of age stories? A fan of the thrill of competitive sports? Do stories about the hardships that come with leaving your friends to go to college really resonate with you? Or do you simply like to stare at attractive, muscular young men in swimsuits? Believe it or not, free Iwatobi Swim Club has all of that, and it's really good. It is one of my personal favorites and also a personal favorite of Dan Is Not on Fire. Not a fan of swimming? I get it. How about you try Haikyuu? It is also a really excellent sports anime and actually got me, a shut-in who doesn't like to leave the house, interested in team sports. I have literally never played any sport other than swimming in my entire life, and solely because of Haikyuu, I developed an interest and volleyball. That's pretty impressive if I do say so myself. There's even plenty of animes out there if you want something very strange and odd that I won't go into too much here. Boku no Pico. Sorry there. I had something stuck in my throat. Don't know what that was, but it was weird and painful. Ugh. There are literally thousands of options, and you'll never be left with nothing to watch. Trust me, I've been watching anime for over a year now, and my queue of animes to watch only gets longer as time goes on. Some other good ones to check out are Blue Exorcist, Erased, Durarara, I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I tried my best, Iron-Blooded Orphans, and Berserk. Fair warning though, Berserk is not for kids. Well, that was a big mouthful, and I'm entirely sure that you will be sick of hearing the word anime for the next few weeks. But even so, I'll give you a quick summary of what the heck I was just talking about for the past 10 minutes. In summary, don't say anime is stupid, because from an objective standpoint, it really isn't, and you can't judge an entire art form based purely on some bad experiences you've had with it, in the same way that I can't say all video games are terrible because I was stupid and wasted my money on Sonic Boom when it came out. Oh, I have so much regrets. And don't say anime is just for kids. That's honestly the lamest excuse ever, and it shows a real misunderstanding of what anime actually is. Now that said, that doesn't mean that there aren't a lot of animes out there that you can watch with your kids or watch as a family. For instance, my family recently started watching Pokemon X and Y together, and there are tons of other shows you can watch as a family as well, such as Haikyuu or Hunter x Hunter. They're out there, you just have to look for them. There are tons of people out there in the world, some of who, like I showed you, are wickedly famous, who love the beautifully entertaining art form that is anime. And don't say that there's no anime you'll enjoy, you just haven't looked hard enough. There is an anime out there for everybody, you just need to find it. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed my little weeboo rant and found it both educational and entertaining. If you want to check out my last video, I'll leave a link to it down in the description. And if you want to see more, make sure you click that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the exciting things we have planned, both anime and non-anime related. For now, this is Jonah signing off. See you next time on Jonah.tv. Thanks again for watching.